Hey guys, I just built this tillering tree and I'm going to show you how I did it. What we need to build our tillering stick is a pulley, a carabiner, a fencing staple, a D-ring anchor, and some paracord. Also a 2x4 of your choice. You could do it with a 4x4, but I like the 2x4. Let's get to it. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure off 48 inches, and then I'm going to come up I'm going to do two 6-inch pieces. So we'll go 54 1/8 to make up for the blade, and then 60 1/4 to make up for the blade. And we're going to cut that down. Alright, so now I'm going to cut out a notch for my bow to sit in. I'm going to cut out about 1.5 inches. I'm going to come about 3/4 of an inch in just to give me enough to hold on to it. And I'll just do that with my speed square here. Do 3/4 inch right here. And I'm going to come down a little bit because I want it to be about 1.5 inches deep. Come up to 1.5 inches. Not left-handed, so this always sucks left-handed. And then I'm going to measure off to 2 1/4 inch. Basically, I'm going to set my line right here at 1.5 inches, because most bows are 1.5 inches wide. Now that I've got this notch cut out right here so that the bow can sit in it, I'm going to measure down. I'm going to do 1.5 inches right here. So we'll hit that 1.5 inches right there, mark that off. And then from that 1.5 inches, we're going to come down 6 inches. Because that's going to be the seat of our bow, so we'll come down 6 inches. And I'm going to mark off every inch until I get to 30 inches. So I'm going to mark the centers on these all the way down. And drill some holes. And either put a wooden peg or a little piece of metal. So we'll see what I got floating around. So I found this. It's a little cut off of an arrow that I was making. And I'm just going to sand it down a little bit, make it a little bit more round. And then cut it to length, drill holes. That way I can put this peg in the holes to hold the bowstring down. Just in case, you know. Alright, so I'm going to drill a 3/8 hole right here with a spade bit all the way down the centers. The thing that I don't like about these Diablo spade bits is that they've got the screw guide right there, and it just pulls it through, so it's super easy to drill a hole, but you have to stop at a certain point, back it out. All right, so now I have all the holes drilled and cleaned up a little bit, not perfect, but cleaned up a little bit, and some little wooden pegs that fit right in there. And so now I can pull the bowstring down to, let's say, I don't know, 28 inches, 27 inches. And I can put the string right there and it will hold it while I look at it. Then I can just take it back off, pull this out, and begin to tiller again. Grabbed a few screws from a random screw bucket. And here is the 6-inch pieces that we cut off earlier. I'm going to take those 6-inch pieces and attach them at the base. And this is just going to give me a little bit more meat for my clamp to hold. So I'm going to put one on each side and just screw those together. Now that that's done, I can put it in my clamp or my vise, and it'll hold it just like that. You can see it's pretty much standing on its own now. There we go, it's pretty sturdy. Now I'm going to place my D-ring. I'm going to want it fairly low so that I'll be able to pull down on this probably right around in there. Going to mark this out. Try to dead on center anyways. For what it is, that'll work. Now I can hook up my carabiner and my pulley. So I can go ahead and set this. I'm going to put it right above my pulley system there. That'll never come out. So I'm going to go under the pulley and tie off onto this. I'm going to pull enough slack up off the pulley to at least go to the top right here, and then I'm going to come down and leave enough to where I can draw it back at a distance. That should be plenty right there. Remember with paracord, always burn the ends. That stuff will come apart on you real fast. Careful, it's hot. Okay, now that looks awesome. All right. Oh, hey, I almost forgot. Wanted to put a little scale on there so I could see about how far or how heavy this stuff is. Whenever I go to tiller the bow, I want to be able to see the draw weight. So what I'm going to have to do there is pull all this back out, because this is just a cheap Walmart fish scale. Hook that right there, just like that. And I will probably wind up replacing that with a little bit better scale in the future. But for $5, you really can't beat that. I'd say that that works pretty well for a $5 scale. Well enough for me anyways. Okay, so this little bow right here is not really ready for tillering yet, but we gotta test it anyways. So, oh, see, I don't even have the string knots or the string grooves cut into it. See, that works. As of right now, that's about a 10-pound. But once I get the string knocks cut in, it'll be a lot better. All right, so got a Samick Sage here. Let's put it up here, see what it looks like. Might be a little bit more difficult because it's already got a handle profile on it, but it's supposed to be 45 pounds at 28 inches. I really need to mark these. It'll probably help out a lot. So that's about 27 inches right there, and it's pulling at 45. There we go. That had it. Gotta get a better pulley for it. So that's about 27 inches right there, and it's at 50 pounds. Whew. That's a big difference from what it's supposed to be, because those are 45-pound limbs. And as you can see, that mark right there is 50, so it's at about 48 at 27 inches. Just to let you know, it is supposed to be 45 pounds. So it's a little heavier, but it is what it is. Still, the tillering tree worked, so that's awesome. Oh, that's so much easier. Where's my old one at? It's laying around here somewhere. This is my old tillering tree, made out of some just scrap green 2x, and for what it is, it worked out great. This one is so much better because I can pull it down and look from a distance instead of having to lock it into a position, walk back, look, come back, take it out, do my work. This is awesome. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the build. I hope you build your own if you need one. This is literally just a bunch of random stuff that I had laying around from just doing some little farm work here and there. I think this actually came off of a runner, you know, or was bought for a runner anyways, but worked out great. Very, very inexpensive to build this. That was $5. I think if I was to buy the pulley might be $8. So very inexpensive to buy. And you don't even really need this. If you know about, if you're just going for comfort, not poundage, you don't even really need this. You would just work on it until it feels good to you. But I like to know what my poundage is. So like I say, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Go build one, have fun with it, and see you on the next build. I can't believe that the Samick Sage is like 5 pounds over on the draw. So I guess if you get the 50-pound limbs, it's like 55 pounds. But still, it's been a pretty decent bow. I can hit apples with it. All right, let's cut the camera off, get back to the house.